the answer to the first equation. Jaden, do you want to give it a try?
Shit, I don't know.
We've learned about this last week, so come on, just give it a try a little bit.
Bro, I said I didn't want to do it.
Jaden, you're falling behind in the class. You need to know this is the basic answer.
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, that's it. I'm done. Jaden, get out of my class.
Man, it's some old bullshit, man.
Okay, class, does anybody know the answer to the first equation? Ariel?
Is it the Pythagorean theorem?
It is. So what would be the answer if it's that?
C squared?
Yes, that is very correct. Good job, class. You guys are doing really well. We're well ahead, and we're gonna move on to the next section.
The issue is that the high school lottery is not equitable for students in the system. Access is fragmented and many students do not get equal opportunities to succeed. For many rising middle and high school students in Baltimore City schools, the process looks like this. First, students and families are encouraged to research the different high schools in Baltimore, their programs, and the admissions requirements. They can do this by visiting the Baltimore City Public Schools or BCPS website, attending school fairs and open houses, and talking to current students and staff. Next, students must submit an application through the BCPS website listing their top 5 school choices in order of preference. The application includes basic student information, academic records, and any additional documents required by specific schools. If more students apply to a school than there are available seats, a lottery will be used to determine which students are admitted. The lottery is conducted electronically and is based on the student's preference and seat availability. Students will receive their high school placement through an online portal. If a student is not placed at their first choice school, they will be placed at the highest ranked school that has available seats. If a student is not placed at their first choice school and there are no available seats at their second choice school, they will be placed on a wait list. Students on the wait list will be notified if a seat becomes available at their preferred school. Finally, students and families have the option to appeal the high school placement decision if they feel that there was an error in the application or if there are any extenuating circumstances. Students who do not perform well on the entrance exam must wait until the second round of the lottery, by which time many of their peers have been admitted into their schools of choice. Receiving a rejection letter at such a young age is not only mentally taxing for these students, but it is stigmatizing. Improved equity will not only help students achieve academically, but it will also encourage them to succeed outside of the classroom.
I got high rise for 10. I got high rise for 10. Got what you need.
Got a little bit.
Yeah, what you need. So as I was explaining before, the lottery system that we have implemented in Baltimore today is completely messed up. But through our program, completely revamping that system, we can make the families and students of Baltimore actually thrive. Helena, what do you think?
As a teacher, I just feel like the kids are a little bit too far gone. I don't know how well this would be implemented in Baltimore. Most of my students are very disruptive and things like that, so I'm a little skeptical about this.
I understand that we may have some students that have challenges, but I think if we actually take a step back and really try to apply this to all the students and leave no student behind, I think this could be something beautiful for the city of Baltimore.
Professor Nixon is correct. Improved access to information and increased student engagement are vital to producing better academic outcomes. In-school counselors can help students make informed decisions about their education, choose schools and programs that are a good fit for their interests, and especially for their strengths. The future of Baltimore lies in the development of its children. Not only would this program positively influence the Baltimore community through volunteering and outreach, but mentoring up-and-coming students through designated programs of their choosing has the potential to bolster the future economy through new skilled workers reinvesting into their communities. With regard to economic progress, education can lead to increased economic productivity, reduced poverty and crime, enhanced workforce development, and most importantly, an improved quality of life. Improving the quality of the education will lead to increased access to healthcare, reduced rates of substance abuse, and promotion of civic engagement. The key players that the success of the program depends on are the students, the families, and the public schools. Students are the primary focus of the high school selection process. They are responsible for researching potential high schools, completing the application process, and ultimately choosing which high school to attend. The selection process also impacts students who live in the most disenfranchised areas of the city, as they may face additional challenges such as limited access to transportation or resources to support their application process. The school system must ensure that the selection process is equitable and that all students have the same opportunities to access high-quality education. Families play an important role in the high school selection process as well, particularly in supporting their children's decisions and navigating the application process. They may also have questions about the different schools or need help understanding the application requirements. Families in the most disenfranchised areas of the city may face additional barriers to participating in the selection process, such as limited internet access or language barriers. The school system must provide families with the resources and support they need to participate fully in the selection process. Finally, public schools are also involved in the high school selection process. They must provide information about their school and programs to potential students and families. They must also participate in the lottery process if there are more applicants than available seats. Public schools in the most disenfranchised areas may face additional challenges in attracting students and families to their schools, such as a lack of resources to market their programs or negative perceptions about the quality of education in their area. The school system must provide public schools with the resources they need to compete with other schools and offer high-quality education to all students. The implementation plan aims to improve the high school selection process for underrepresented students in Baltimore City by providing them with additional resources and support through a mentorship program. The goal is to increase the number of underrepresented students admitted to their desired high school, improve the overall high school selection process, and increase the high school graduation rate for underrepresented students. The plan includes establishing a baseline for KPIs and metrics, developing the mentorship program, piloting it in a designated school for the first year, evaluating the success of the program based on KPIs and metrics, and rolling out the program to additional schools in subsequent years. The resource plan includes a CEO, directors, coordinators, and management. Community partnerships are also needed for its success. The estimated implementation timeline is 3 years with ongoing evaluation and improvement of the program based on KPIs and metrics. The implementation of a mentorship program for underrepresented students in Baltimore City schools involves a number of key steps, including sourcing capable management and volunteers, selecting target schools, developing guidelines and procedures for volunteers, beginning programming in one school, and expanding the program upon successful implementation. The future is truly bright for Baltimore. We believe that in-school counselors can play a significant role in supporting students through the school selection process by providing guidance, resources, and support. We have narrowed down this process to 5 key points. You can remember this acronym as keeping students in shape. First, we want to support the application process. Our in-school counselors can help students to navigate the application process for each high school, including understanding of the requirements and deadlines. They will assist with completion of the application materials. Next, we can help students to assess their options. In-school counselors will work with students to help them evaluate the best option for their high school, considering factors like academic interests, extracurriculars, and transportation. In-school counselors will advocate for students, serve as advocates for them through the entire selection process, working with administrators and other stakeholders to ensure that all students have equitable access to high-quality schools and programs. In-school counselors will provide information about available schools to students and families to help them learn about the programs, academic offerings, and extracurricular activities at each school. And finally, they will provide emotional support. The school selection process can be stressful for both students and family, particularly for those who are underrepresented or are facing other challenges. These counselors will provide emotional support and resources to help students and families manage the stress and anxiety associated with this process. Overall, these in-school counselors will be an invaluable resource for students and families experiencing the school selection process. They will provide guidance, support, and advocacy, ensuring that all students have equitable access to high-quality education and programs, and that they are able to make informed decisions about their education and their lives. My fellow Baltimoreans, I stand before you today with great excitement and optimism about the future of our city. We all know that education is the cornerstone of any great society, and I'm proud to endorse a new program that will significantly impact the lives of our youth and their futures. Providing additional resources and support to underrepresented students during the high school selection process will help ensure that more students have access to high-quality education that they deserve. This not only benefits individual students, but society as a whole and strengthens our community. We all benefit from a more educated and prosperous society. By breaking down barriers and providing support, we can help young people reach their goals and achieve their dreams. The impact of this program will be far-reaching and long-lasting. We will see more students graduating from high school and pursuing higher education. More business and more jobs coming into the city is always a good indicator of a brighter future for all of Baltimore. Let us work together to ensure that every child in Baltimore has access to education and the opportunity to succeed. Let's empower our youth today for a brighter future tomorrow. My name's Alan Gorny, and I approve this message.